Hello and welcome back to the Salty Barrel Podcast. I am your host, Jerranormal.
And I'm your co-host, Peachman.
Feeling peachy today, huh?
Yes, I am.
That was one weird episode, that last one.
Yeah, that clown was... By the way, I still don't know, what the hell was that thing? Like, it was a clown robot.
Remember, we figured it out at the end of the video.
Oh, yeah, it was a pedo, yeah.
Either that or a Chinese spy balloon.
That or made up, but, yeah, that's not the point of the day. Though it is weird, though. But, yeah, so what do we got today now, buddy?
So, for today's episode, we're going to be talking about very strange coincidences in history that seem to defy the odds.
Strange. Well, wait, I'm confused. So what do you mean, like 1800s? Like, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln coincidentally got shot. It wasn't a real person.
It was definitely a real person.
Okay. Well, then I have no idea what these coincidences are. Then.
Well, you'll find out soon.
Okay.
Once I get my notes ready.
All right, I guess. Well, in the meantime, I might as well talk about myself. I finally have my own channel, Peachman. If anybody wants to, watch that, check out, what I do. I want to point out I'm the one. It's the one with the bear icon from We Be Bear. And yeah, you'll probably see me talk about stupid things and all that other stuff. So I know you guys probably don't like hearing my voice here, but if you guys hate my voice here and you probably hate what people look like, come visit my channel, and that's all I gotta say. But it's not about my channel right now. It's all about Salty Barrel. Am I right, Jair?
Yeah, and why does this sound like such a cheesy episode?
Because it is. It's always Salty Barrel is always cheesy.
It's supposed to be salty though.
Well, let's get the popcorn.
Not cheesy.
Well,
Cheese and salt don't go together.
Well, wait, yeah, they do. Have you ever had like a salted pretzel?
Not on a podcast.
Okay. Maybe we gotta do that next time. You want to go get some cheesy pretzels? Anyway.
Okay, but I have a weird coincidence story for us.
Right. Yeah.
It involves two twins.
Is it like the?
I mean, that's not the coincidence. That's just a medical anomaly.
Two twins. Is it like the?
What a coincidence!
Is it like? Are you talking about like the two twins that are together, or just like two separate twins that are born?
It's about them both living almost exactly the same lives.
Ah, so you mean like Oh wait, so you're telling me? Okay, I think I know. So they're not from the same family, is what I'm understanding.
Well, let me read it first.
Okay.
So this is a really weird one. In 1940, a set of twin boys was put up for adoption. The boys were adopted by different families, both of whom named their sons James. The boys, both of whom ended up going by Jim, both grew up with dogs with the same name, Toy. They also both grew up to work in security. One twin was a security guard and the other was a sheriff. They also both divorced their first wives, named Linda, and remarried women named Betty.
What the fuck?
And finally, they both had one son, also named their sons James.
So it's just wait.
And gave their sons similar middle names, Alan and Alan, but they're spelled differently.
What the? It's Alan and Alan's.
And until they were 39 years old, they'd never even met. That takes twins being connected to a whole new level. Each Jim knew that he'd been born with a twin, and when they were 37 years old, one of them found contact details for his brother They met in 1979, and that was when they learned just how similar their lives had been. And unsurprisingly, new outlets and psychologists alike had a field day.
Huh. I mean, that is I don't know why. When you said the 39 part, I thought you were gonna say, well, at the year 39 years later, they both died at the same place, and they both went to the same graveyard.
Their wives both have an abortion. It doesn't say that, but that would be crazy.
So much for not getting into politics. But that is weird. Also, I don't get why the dog toy thing matters. I mean, that could just be like coincidental, but
well, when you add it on to all the other stuff,
yeah,
it
same
is
name,
pretty weird.
pretty much same life. What did they live in the same state?
Oh
Or
shit!
country?
I don't think it mentions that.
Ah, damn. Okay, I was about to say that would have been fascinating. Because I can't imagine another me, or I know they're different people. Did they look the same?
I don't think it mentions that either. Wait, they're twins.
I know, but do you mean like twins, personality, or like physically and personal?
Well,
You know, like do they act the same, or they both look the same and act the same? And I'm still trying to figure out if they're from a different breed of parents. Like, were they? I mean, that wouldn't make sense, unless
they were twins from the same parent.
were they?
Yeah, but then they got separated.
Yeah, okay,
at birth.
that's what I was wondering about. Okay, man, you gotta give those parents dedication.
So what do you think of it so far?
Well, okay, you're gonna call bullshit on me on this, but I think it's the work of aliens.
Go on.
All right. So what if I told you there was some weird? I didn't do any research, by the way, but there was some weird alien beam out there.
BDSM.
Some weird alien being which copies a human being and then re-projects it into another soul. So it's like the divorce came. The dad prayed to the alien gods, and I'm making this shit up, by the way.
You have no idea how to explain this.
I mean, yeah, because it's honestly a weird coincidence. Like the only thing I could think of is if this gets into some weird religious thing where a soul is copied and pasted into another. You know, like it's weird. Or the parents were twins themselves, and it was just incest.
I have heard some spiritual things like twin flame type of thing where the soul kind of splits.
Well, I'm glad that me and my family's soul didn't split. Imagine two me's.
But it's usually not with twins. It's like there's
people?
you and then there's like someone else with
Like-
like a shared soul of you, like from another country.
Yeah, like another state, country. It's you guys never met, but you guys act similar because God made it willing or something. But two twins. That is, I don't know. I like that you told me the main weird coincidence. Like that's the one that's got me actually fascinated, because I don't know. Now, you guys are gonna call me this. Don't take this as a racial joke, but I seen a lot of people that look similar in my schools. And I'm not saying that because they're all black. That's just another coincidence. I meant like they all actually look like they're the same exact person. And sometimes they act like the same exact person. Oh my god, this just sounds racist, but you know what I mean. Like it's very strange. Jerranormal, I don't know if you remember back in our old high school, those two twins that were actually like relatives.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, they would always sit by the door. They looked like they acted the exact same as one another.
I mean, the personality thing with twins acting exactly the same thing. It's the same thing. Same way.
Same.
Might be like a genetic thing.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. Then again, you said that they were from the same mother, so yeah. That we'll just go down the genetics, but no, that wouldn't make sense because yeah, they were both born the same. So does that mean they both have to name their dog Jim?
Yeah, that's why that's a bit of a stretch, too.
They both
Like,
want.
the personality can probably be explained by genetics, but
Yeah.
the fact that, like, the wives were the same name and
N-
all that stuff.
Maybe it's like that's what the dad wanted or something. Maybe
He's, like, pulling the strings.
yeah, like let me put it in a serious scenario. Like, what if it's like they both looked up to their dad and they wanted to be exactly like them, and the mother was probably named Becky or whatever the hell. Oh no, it was Betty. It was Betty, but hell, what if the dad's name was James?
What I'm wondering is how did they even meet their first wives and second wives?
You make it sound like a Russian thing.
Because were they both actively like, I gotta find a woman named Betty or something like that?
Well,
Or did the woman just show up in their life?
what if it was like they both went on dating apps, or one found one coincidentally, and the other was on a dating app, and they just found the girl named Betty, and they clicked on the name because it's like, oh, that's my mom's name, curiosity. Then they read the profile, and it was both like,
Why did you say that name?
but he was just interested because he just found the girl cute and curious. It just the name was just coincidence. Plus, wasn't Betty like a really used name back then?
That's a fair point. It may have been a pretty used name.
Yeah, just like James, and maybe Jim. Naming your dog Jim was like similar back then too. But yeah.
Here's another strange coincidence to knock your socks off.
All right.
I hope you're wearing socks.
I am actually wearing socks. Don't worry.
It all starts with a balloon.
God.
Don't worry, not a Chinese spy balloon.
Okay, I was about to say.
Or maybe it is.
God damn it.
Plenty of kids let go of balloons, whether accidentally or in hopes of sending a message, and seeing where it ends up. This story begins just like any other like it, but ends in an astonishing way. In 2001, a young girl in Staffordshire, England, took a balloon, wrote "Please return to Laura Buxton" along with her address on it, and let it go. The balloon traveled around 140 miles and ended up in a farm in Wiltshire, where a farmer found it and realized the name on the balloon was familiar to him. One of his neighbors had a daughter named Laura Buxton. He brought the balloon to the Buxton family. This Laura wrote to the first Laura's address, which was on the balloon, explaining how she'd ended up with it. The Laura's parents eventually arranged for their daughters to meet, and the strange discoveries kept coming. The Lauras discovered that in addition to their matching names, they were also nearly the same age. One was 10, one was about to turn 10, and both had a pet lab, a rabbit, and a guinea pig. Seriously, after the girls met, they ended up striking up a friendship and remaining friends. They told their story together on a podcast.
Oh, God.
In 2009. Pretty cool, right?
Wait. So 2009, they were 10 at 2001. Holy crap, they started early. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Me and you wanted to start one way back in 2019.
What a coincidence. They were doing a podcast about coincidence.
Yeah, what a coincidence. But that is weird. What were the names?
Shit. No, that wasn't their names.
What was it like? What it was?
Laura Butston, I think.
Butston. Laura Butston. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot more strange than any other name, because Laura Butston, like, would that be a similar name? And, like, similar name, similar age, similar animals. That's the thing that got me. They both have labs, both have rabbits, and whatever the fuck the last one was, but
A guinea pig.
guinea pig.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It kind of is, but it makes me wonder: do all the animals have the same name as the other?
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to know, but sadly it doesn't say it on this site. Maybe it says it somewhere else. Maybe there's more details.
Maybe, but I mean, it's still interesting because, like, I mean, you still got like 9 out of 10 if you think about it. Because,
Yeah.
fascinating. Were they both on farms? Because I know the second Laura was on the farm, you know. Oh, also same last name. Now how the hell? Now that's weird. Like, same last name, because
Yeah, because you tried explaining the other one away by saying, well, maybe they're just common names.
yeah, like,
But with this, it's weirder because they both had the same first name and last name.
and they're not related.
Yeah.
So, and then they found each other, made a pod. What if? I'm sorry. The only explanation is cheating.
What?
I meant like, one had one of them's adopted.
It doesn't say there were twins, though.
Well, yeah, but just because they're not twins doesn't mean they can't have the same name. So 2 daughters. One was, because the other one was younger. So maybe in some way they had the first kid. The other mom went away, had it with another kid a year later. Like, so it's like immediate cheating. And then decided, well, we're just going to repeat the same life and just live on a farm.
You just sound like a really desperate atheist trying to explain away just seeing a person rise from the dead right in front of you.
Mythical things are not real. It's all false from the media, just like birds are not real.
We're saving that for another episode.
Okay, alright. I like that we say that we're always saving some for another episode, but then we never do it. But
Here's another coincidence that might not be as odd as the last two. Or maybe it's odder.
yeah.
Getting struck by lightning is a rather cliche example of a rare occurrence, but one that befell the same man 4 times, including after his death.
Oof.
The man Major Walter Summerford was struck 3 different times throughout his life, and then again 4 years after it had ended. When lightning hit his gravestone, various embellishments of the tale exist. One perhaps suspiciously detailed account
I was about to say deleted. Like, was this like...
claims that the lightning strikes, including the posthumous one, happened precisely every 6 years, but no matter when they happened, that's quite the odd nature coincidence.
Huh. So wait, did he get struck, like, and that's how he died, but then it kept hitting his grave right after? Because it was kind of confusing me. I thought for a second I was thinking of that one video on the internet where that guy got struck by lightning twice, where he obviously got struck once. It's been like 5 minutes. He gets back up, he starts walking again, and then he just gets struck again.
I think he kept surviving these strikes, but then eventually he died.
Yeah, but then
then after that,
yeah, then he
like they were all separate events, like not on the same day.
yeah, obviously, but every 6 years, I bet that would be a pain. Like, don't make a floor joke. Don't make the jokes. Don't make the joke, Peach.
Make the joke.
What is it? Remember when the lightning struck George Floyd's mural.
Oh no! Oh no! You did not go there.
Just a coincidence.
You did not. Oh, I guess we could touch on that a little bit.
Okay, fine, just a little bit, just until we find another coincidence.
So, I don't have all the details of that whole George Floyd statue thing.
Just
or memorial thing.
Before we do it, we just want to say we're not taking this from a political standpoint. We're not going to say if we liked or hated it. We're just going to talk about it in a simple, coincidental way. Okay.
Yeah. So, from what I remember of hearing about that incident, when the lightning struck the memorial, it like rained like 2 drops or 3 drops, and then it just stopped. It was weird.
I mean, plus it was really like messed up.
Yeah.
Didn't it like strike the what you call it? Like didn't the mural have like angel wings and all that? Didn't like it strike the wings? Like you're.
Oh, I could be wrong, but I think it struck the face.
Yeah, but wasn't it like the face and the wings? And it was just like that. It was now not taking political, but it was like God was saying, "Yeah, you're not coming up here after what you did." But I don't know if that's what he did. That's just personal perspectives.
We're gonna be canceled.
No, we have black friends, like I said last time.
It was Satan.
Yeah. It was the wind gods. Mother Nature took a big shat that one day, and it just so happened to land there. But
what other coincidences are there? Any strange coincidences happen in your life?
I guess there was a time where I had 2 shoes. One was the old one and one was a new one. Then I put them on and wore them to school. That was a weird coincidence. And then,
astonishing.
And let me finish. Fascinating. And then that day,
if only more people would have heard of that.
And that day, there was another kid who did the same thing. So we both wore old and new shoes on left and right foot on the same day in the same class.
Okay, now that is slightly a little more interesting.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish, huh? No, it wasn't the same shoe brand.
What's his name, Sean?
Really? Yeah, I don't even care. People know my name anymore. I'm going to be honest. Everybody watching this, I don't know why I censor my name, but yeah, we might as well just say our actual names now at this point.
Damn it, I fucked up.
But it's fine. Because honestly, I don't really care much anymore because I already showed my face on the internet. But yeah, my name's Sean. I'm okay with that. And if it wasn't obvious for Jerranormal, which he'll probably say, but that's not the point. But we're probably just gonna keep doing the good old fashioned Peachman and Jerranormal things for intros. We might use our real names. We might not anymore. We'll
now,
see.
I'm still gonna stay in the shadows.
All right. It's kind of obvious though.
No, it's not.
All right, fine.
Seriously, what was his name?
I don't know. It was a black kid. I don't.
Jerome.
Ramir? I don't know. Look, because that was like way back in middle school, and I didn't really remember anyone's name because I was trying to avoid everybody my entire life. So, yeah, but that was a weird coincidence. Do you have any weird...
Did he start a podcast?
No. I don't know. Did he?
Did he give dating advice?
We don't talk about that. Probably, but not on the internet.
I don't really remember a lot of weird coincidences in my life.
Damn, really?
I'm trying to remember.
Because
I know some weird coincidences have happened, but I can't quite remember.
Now, like, I don't have coincidences. All I have are, like, most of my stories about are cause and effect. Which is... which isn't part of the topic. But if you want me to say, because we don't have a coincidence right now, you just let me know.
Actually, we could get to a coincidence in just a sec.
Okay.
So here's one. You might have come across the fact that wait, hold on.
You might come across the like you're like jerking off across the fact. At least it didn't get on it. It didn't get straight to the fact.
You might have come across this fact in your history class and immediately noticed its spookiness. 3 of the first 5 U.S. presidents died on July 4th, and 2 of those deaths were on the same July 4th. Within hours of each other, friends turned political rivals John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on July 4th, 1826.
Huh.
The 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, the 5th President James Monroe would die exactly 5 years later on the Declaration's 55th anniversary. So the birthday of the country is the deadliest day for its presidents.
So President Day is bad? Because that's like the day, right? Or is it election
Well, for
day?
them.
Okay. Well, I don't really know much from history, but I forgot if those presidents were assassinated or just died from natural causes. But yeah, I'll say that's a pretty weird coincidence, especially all in July. But July is a whole month. So it's not like specifically one day, despite the fact there was 2 of them who did die on one day. But
Well, it says the 4th of July.
Oh,
for all of them.
Oh shit, the 4th of July. Okay, now that's a bit more weird. That's that's one way to show your independence. I would sing the song Firework, but it's copyright. That is a strange coincidence.
It's supposed to be Independence Day, yet their deaths aren't very independent.
Yeah, they're quite together. Like two shoes in a shoebox. Just like dirty laundry in a dryer, but it's not supposed to be in the dryer. It's supposed to be in the washer. I wonder if there's any coincidences that has to do with like Jesus.
Any coincidences involving Jesus?
Yeah, like Death Day, anything. Well, wait, isn't it a coincidence that Jesus was born on born on Christmas, but then he died on somewhere around Christmas? That's what. Isn't that what Hanukkah is? The death of Jesus.
Stop it.
I'm just saying it's very strange. Like the Jews are doing something.
We're not going to talk about
But
Jesus.
then back in 1913, where I think Hitler was still baby Hitler, little Adolf. He was, which was also Jewish. He was born. I don't know if he was born in December, but he was born that somewhere around that year line. So his year had the month December in it. So
you just said you don't even know.
But
Are you gonna make me search up when Hitler was born? Or
No.
are you actually gonna make me put that into my Google history?
no, because wasn't I think he was actually born in. Fuck, and I don't know, but there's no need to search for it. There's no need.
It would be a weird coincidence if you turned out to be correct.
Okay, so I guess you're looking for it then. What about people that died on, or who were born the same date as Hitler? You know anybody?
I mean, that's not really
Okay,
An
well,
amazing coincidence.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna be born on everyone's date eventually.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean.
I'll give you that. Hmm. What do you consider a coincidence? Actually, what's the date today? Oh, March 5th. Okay. Yeah, we're recording a little weird, but Oh yeah, shit. Speaking of March, um, I don't know if it's actually out yet, but Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, happy whatever day.
You can.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh wait. Is it a coincidence that St. Patty's Day is the same month as Women's History Month, and during that month, everybody turns crazy and acts crazy because they're always getting drunk? Is that a way of saying women are always crazy?
Yeah, but we're not gonna upload this on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I know.
Just letting you know.
What a coincidence. Unless, what if we did upload it on St. Patrick's Day?
Like it gets delayed.
Yeah.
And we have to wait till the next.
Like every other episode on the podcast.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
What a coincidence. Yeah, there are a lot of weird coincidences out there that that honestly cannot be explained by priests, researchers, exorcists, all that kind of stuff.
Here's another coincidence.
All right, hit me.
No.
Do it. You know what I meant.
In 1864, Robert Todd Lincoln, the son of U.S. President Abraham Lincoln, tumbled off a train platform and was rescued by a man named Edwin Booth. Now, why does that surname sound familiar?
It doesn't.
Because, yes.
Because, yes.
Mere months later, Abraham would be assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, the brother of the man who'd saved his son's life.
Oh. Shit. Okay, now that is actually a really weird coincidence. But what if it's like they wanted the son to be, the next president? But no, that wouldn't make any sense because it's not like leadership. It's not like bloodline of like queens and kings. I'll slay the first president so the little one may be president.
Okay, here's another one. Let me read it. Millions upon millions of people died in the First World War. What a coincidence. First World War. Which makes this historical coincidence all the more incredible. According to the Royal British Legion, the first recorded British soldier to die in the war is buried in Belgium's Symphorien military cemetery, mere feet from the grave of the last recorded British soldier to die in the war. Private John Pard died reportedly in a German cavalry strike on August 21st, 1914. 4 years of bloody combat. Later, George Edwin Illison was killed at 9:30 in the morning on November 11th, 1918. A mere a mere hour and a half before the call for a ceasefire that would end the war.
So
the armistice had been signed earlier that morning. The men were buried before their identities as the first and last to die were known.
Huh. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, because I kind of buzzed out a little bit. So the war ended as soon as this guy died. So it was. So they only had one mission. Yeah, I don't really know much to say. I think that might not be a coincidence. I think that was literally just murder. But there is actually a coincidence. I don't know if this is what you consider a coincidence or an interesting fact, but there is something I did learn a few weeks ago, and you're gonna be like, why? I find it funny. So remember when Pompeii happened?
Oh no.
No. Let me explain. So Pompeii was obviously a horrible thing that happened, and everybody got covered in ashes, obviously. But one of the people covered in ashes looked like they were doing something that should not be seen by kids as soon as it got covered. Now, up to this day, literally nobody knew what this person was doing, but 9 out of 10, most people in research have said, and I quote, she looks like she's masturbating.
Are you serious?
This is serious. This is a real
real
story.
thing.
Yeah, this is a real thing. Literally, her legs were spread, hand was down, and hand on her nipples. This is a serious story before she died, and she's screaming up, like she's looking up screaming. Now, I don't know if she was holding something, but it looked like she was masturbating. This is a real story.
Could it be that she actually was masturbating?
I don't know.
But then died.
That's the mystery. Yeah, I need one more fap before I die from this horrible storm. That's like the thing I actually been trying to figure out for weeks. It's an actual story, but I don't know if I would consider it a coincidence. Unless Pompeii was some type of city of love that I don't know about. But, yeah, that's a fun fact. Man. I'm trying to think of more coincidences I had as a child. Okay, this may be a weird question, but did you have anybody in your childhood life who got hit with a hammer?
Wait, what?
Have you ever had anybody in your during your childhood that got hit in the head with a hammer?
No, I don't recall anyone getting hit in the head with a hammer.
Okay, so much for making up a random coincidence. Okay. Great. Now I gotta tell that story.
Oh, your brother?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
What is coincidental about that?
I don't. It's Women's Month. All right, now I gotta definitely explain with context, because people are gonna think my brother's a fucking sexist. All right, we'll get right back to coincidences very soon, but let me explain this to clear things up. I was young. It was me and my brother doing things. I had this girl who was bully, obviously older, and I didn't realize that women didn't have nutsicles, little testes. I went straight for the leg. Nothing happened. She caught my leg with her legs, and I was jumping on one leg. I know a lot of legs, and I don't know why this was logical. My brother just so happened to have a hammer and just BAM! And don't worry, it was like a light tap. Don't worry, she's fine. She's functional. But it was only self-defense. He was just doing himself a favor to protect me. And he's a good brother, despite the fact he has problems. Okay. Please, Jerranormal, please tell me you have something.
Okay, I got another one. Great American author Mark Twain.
Martha Wayne?
No, I said. Why did you say that name?
Why'd you say that name?
Great American author Mark Twain had a sharp wit, a knack for satire, and clairvoyance. Twain Samuel Clemens was born in 1835, a year when Halley's Comet, which only passes the Earth every 76 odd years, was visible. It reappeared in 1910, the year Twain died. As a matter of fact, he died the day after it was at its brightest.
Huh.
This is already a fun historical coincidence, but it becomes downright astonishing when you learn what Twain said on the matter the year before he died. According to the New York Times, he said in 1909, "The Almighty has said, no debate. Now here are these two uncountable freaks.
What?
They came in together. They must go out together," referring to himself and the comet.
Did he like?
And go out together. They did. They did. Mark Twain wasn't the only one who made some eerily accurate predictions about the future.
The way you say it, the Mark Twain sounds like an object, like a powerful weapon. Get the Mark Dwayne out.
There's a zombie apocalypse. You just pull out the weapon called the Mark Twain.
Yeah, get the Mark Drain. Fuck. You just pull Mark out. So what I'm understanding from the story is there's a comic.
It sounded like you said a comment.
I meant to say comic. A guy named
A comet.
that thing. Comic. It doesn't matter. So did they both die on the same day? Is that what I'm understanding? Or did they...
It's the same guy.
Same guy?
He was born when this comet passed.
Up.
And he died when this comet passed.
Hey guys, sorry, we're going to take a quick break. 1 second. We apologize.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. We just got distracted by something.
Yeah, we apologize, everybody. We sadly did get distracted by some, but we're glad that you guys are still here with us. But where was I? So I was talking about the Mark Twain, or what's his name, and I don't want to be that guy, but you do realize people live for like 70 years, right? So how. So you said the comic comes every, what was it, 76 years? He was born when it happened, and then he died when it then he died when the comet came back again, but it was brighter. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, like, I was gonna say, like, that's just rare, but then again, there's also the fact that you said before he predicted it in some way. He basically had, like I said, a quote. So it's kind of weird now I'm thinking about it, because, like, I don't know, maybe because you know how some people can like predict the future in some ways. Like, I was able to do it once, maybe you were, and
despite the fact you're kind of an atheist.
kind of, but it's weird because this sounds something for like lucid dreaming, but that's not the episode. It does fascinate me though. But it is, I will admit, it's a strange coincidence that people just magically, okay, well, they don't magically die, but people just don't, I don't know, man. It's weird. What are your thoughts on it?
What a coincidence.
Well, you know what they say, live by the comet, die by the comet.
Yeah, it says it in the Bible. No, not really. It actually says live by the sword, die by the sword.
I like that
in the Bible, I mean.
Yeah. I like that I barely read the Bible, but I remember like one part of it from the Bible. Besides the and it was made and it was good. Besides that, but yeah.
That would be a pretty badass way to die.
Yeah, because it's like I guess you could say it's like a Death Star.
Shut up.
Come on, that's funny.
Yeah.
But still.
So I got a pretty odd coincidence for you. The RMS Titanic was a passenger liner that sank in the North Atlantic Ocean on April 15th, 1912. After colliding with an iceberg during her maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City.
It's
This
Southernton.
so the
Yeah, let me take a look. I don't know where it is, but we'll just I don't know Southernton. Southernton. I don't know.
the sinking of the Titanic caused the deaths of 1,517 people in one of the worst maritime disasters in history. She was the largest ship afloat at the time of her maiden voyage. Although it is 100 years since the ship sank, all the people associated with it have long gone. It was remained in the collective memory of people by a strange coincidence. The tragedy of Titanic was described in detail 17 years before it occurred. It was a work of pure fiction. In 1808, in 1898, retired merchant Navy officer Morgan Robertson wrote a novel, The Wreck of the Titan, which uncannily predicted the Titanic disaster 17 years later. Apart from the similarities in the names of the two ships, Robertson's Titan was also huge, supposedly unsinkable. British liner making its maiden voyage from the Southampton to New York with 3,000 passengers on board. It struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic and sank with many people losing their lives because of the shortage of lifeboats. The Titan and its sinking have been noted to be very similar to the real-life passenger ship RMS Titanic. The first half of the novel introduces the hero John Rowland. Rowland is a disgraced former Royal Navy lieutenant who is now a drunkard and has fallen to the lowest levels of society. Dismissed.
I want to point out it's pronounced drunkard. That's actually a word I know, but so it's a drunkard.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Dismissed from the Navy. He is working as a deckhand on the Titan. I keep almost saying the Titanic because it's so similar. The ship hits the iceberg, capsizing and sinking somewhat before the halfway point of the novel. The second half follows Roland as he saves the young daughter of a former friend by jumping in onto the iceberg with her after a number of adventures in which he fights a polar bear
What?
and finds a lifeboat washed up on the iceberg. He is eventually rescued by a passing ship and over several years works his way up to a lucrative government job, restoring his former income and position in society. In the closing lines of the story, he receives a message from his former friend inviting him to visit her and her daughter. Although the novel was written before the Olympic-class Titanic had even been designed, there are some remarkable similarities between the fictional and real-life counterparts. Like the Titanic, the fictional ship sank in April in the North Atlantic. There were not enough lifeboats for the passengers. There are also similarities between the size, 800 feet long, the Titan, 882 feet long, and 9 inches. So we're not going there.
Okay, all right.
Titanic speed 25 knots for Titan, 21 knots for Titanic, and the lack of life-saving equipment aboard both the ships. The Titanic struck an iceberg on the starboard side on the night of April in the North Atlantic, 400 miles away from the Newfoundland, on an April night in the North Atlantic, 400 miles from blah blah blah. The Titan,
Okay. Blah blah blah.
Newfoundland. The Titan hit an iceberg while traveling at 25 knots, also on the starboard side. The unsinkable Titanic sank. The unsinkable Titanic sank.
The unsinkable sank. I think we get the
Sank.
point. There's a lot of detail.
And more than half of her 2,200 passengers died. The indestructible Titan also sank more than
So much for being indestructible.
more than half of her 2,500 passengers drowning. Real drama. What the?
Now it's just starting to sound like one big play.
Titanic, the 1997 movie directed by James Cameron. Oh, come on. We're going into this now, too.
I just want to point out I'm so sick of you saying the word Titanic. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of having to say Titanic and Titan.
It's funny because every time you say the word Titanic, it sounds like you're just like trying to talk like Titanic like in a third person perspective. Like you're not talking about an object. It sounds like you're talking about something you personally. Like it was like as I was on the Titanic with my friend the Titanic. Also with my son the Titan, which is also the Titanic. It's just stupid. It's like the Bruce Willis thing, starring Bruce Willis, co-starring Bruce Willis.
Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Developer Bruce Willis.
Shut up!
Okay, continue. Sorry.
The 1997 movie directed by James Cameron is the most popular movie on the Titanic tragedy. However, it is not the first movie on the subject. Saved from the Titanic was a 1912 silent motion picture short starring Dorothy Gibson, an actual survivor of the sinking of the RMS Titanic. She co-wrote the script and played a fictionalized version of herself, recounting the story of her rescue to her fictional parents to add to the film's authenticity. She wore the same clothes in which she had left Titanic aboard. The first lifeboat launched from the ship. It was the first film to be made about the disaster, and opened in the United States just 29 days after the ship sank.
Damn, that's one way to make money. I find it funny, just like, oh no, I went through a tragic event. Let's get famous.
That is weird.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
That is.
That's more of a coincidence than the actual story.
That's really weird.
No, I was about to say, there's no way she planned it. What do you?
She caused the Titanic
look, I don't know who this person or survivor was, but they are obviously ready to go to the lifeboat. Didn't the story specified they were on the first lifeboat?
Fuck, I gotta read all this again.
I swore you said that they got on the first lifeboat. So she obviously knew something was gonna happen. That, or she saw it from a distance somehow, and
maybe she had like a psychic premonition.
Yeah,
kind of like how Mark Twain.
Wow, all these
had a premonition of live by the comet, die by the comet.
So you're telling me everything has a prediction. The guy wrote the book about the Titanic, predicted. The woman predicting how it happened, predicted. Let's get famous, predicted. She's the inspiration for James Cameron Titanic. What if she's the reason why James Cameron wrote the story? What if she was trying to be fuck, I forgot her name. It's not Jack and Jill. What the fuck is it?
What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna continue reading.
Yeah, right.
This is a lot to read.
And it was be a last story, let's be honest.
Titanic, 1953, an American drama film directed by Jean Nagolsko. Its plot centers around an estranged couple sailing on the maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic. A Night to Remember is a 1958 docudrama film adaptation of Walter Lord's book A Night to Remember 1955, recounting the final night of the RMS Titanic. The Titanic disaster. Jesus Christ, I thought this was just going to be about like
Yeah,
the weird
the book.
coincidences.
Actually, before you start reading, and I know you need a breath, there is something I want to actually predict the coincidence about. So you know how we're talking about the Titanic? Now, how long was the Titanic? How long was the Titanic going on until the iceberg hit? Was it like 5-6 days? How many days? 25?
God damn it, I don't even remember if it said.
Because I want to predict that Netflix will eventually make a Netflix adaptation of the Titanic, like a 25 episode season 1.
Oh my God!
I'm predicting
Don't
it.
give them ideas.
I'm predicting it.
No.
It's gonna be a great coincidence.
No.
Come on, man.
God no.
Come on. I bet they're gonna do it.
They're gonna have to get Leonardo DiCaprio to look younger.
I'm gonna predict. Why Leonardo DiCaprio?
They're gonna bring him back.
God damn it. All right. I'm gonna try to predict. We'll say July 18th, 2024.
I swear to God, if this comes true, you're psychic.
I don't think the date's gonna happen, but what if it does happen that year, and maybe that month? That would be a great coincidence.
I mean, Netflix is kind of running out of ideas.
Yeah, they might actually steal ideas from people. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, then again, if I'm saying this idea now, it might take a bit longer. So maybe 2025, and that will be my final guess. But my God, man.
So what do you think of all these weird coincidences?
There are a lot of coincidences with the Titanic. The book, the lady, the famousism.
Famousism?
Yeah, feminism. Feminism. It would not actually surprise me if that's the reason why James Cameron made Titanic. It's not like we're gonna do some bullshit like I heard it's called Epstein Island because it was named after Epstein.
Let's not bring that up.
Okay. But what if there's a coincidence?
You know, there's actually one thing that I heard about the Titanic. I don't have notes on it right now, but I'm gonna try and find them.
All right, so I guess you're getting your final notes, and we're gonna end it like there, or I mean, the Titanic. You know, I realize a lot of people do talk about the Titanic a lot, like ironically and unironically, even up to this day. I never got that. I mean, it's old news that people just like talking about stuff. Like why specifically Titanic? I mean,
because Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah, is that literally the only reason?
Yes.
Because I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things in history that people could actually make. Like in all seriousness, was Abraham Lincoln actually a vampire slayer?
No.
Okay. Huh. Wait, what if there's some weird coincidence with the Super Mario movie way back in the 80s or 90s? And since there's a new one coming out, but this is Mario's maybe 40th or 50th anniversary, I don't know. I mean, then that's not really coincidence. Maybe that's just timing. But, maybe you guys in the comments can let us know what kind of coincidences, if you guys stick around for this long, but,
Oh, the last thing I wanted to mention is I heard somewhere that a lot of people had premonitions of the Titanic sinking before it happened? Like, besides the book thing.
You know what I just realized?
Like, the people that actually went on the Titanic.
Yeah. You know what I just realized? We missed an opportunity to talk about the Titanic as an individual episode now. Maybe we'll talk more next time.
Nah, we don't need to
Okay,
do that.
fine. Finish up, please. She lost where you were going. Okay. We'll just wait until your story's back up, because, you know. Strangely, I never thought I'd be this interested in this fucking bullshit. Because weren't there more disasters than the Titanic that were way bigger? And I'm not talking about, like, nukes or wars or anything, like natural causes. Pompeii, Hawaii, I don't know.
I don't know, like the Dust Bowl.
Yeah, you know. I don't know, Greek mythology with Zeus striking down somebody who just doesn't believe in him. I don't know. I'm just saying there probably were coincidences like that, and they said, you know, Zeus strike them, or, you know. Maybe it's a coincidence that one of my part Muslim / part black, part Asian friend doesn't like eating pork because of his Muslim ancestors. Maybe that's a coincidence. Motherfucker don't like bacon. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm calling you out, by the way, for listening to this. Just kidding, by the way. So, do you got anything yet?
The phone is glitching.
God damn it. Well, we apologize, everybody.
Maybe we could leave it at that.
Really, we're just we'll leave it as a mystery. You guys go out there, do your own research on the Titanic.
Yeah,
because there's way too much. 1,000 people died.
Someone writes in the comments, my great-great-granddaddy died on the Titanic.
I want to point out that does happen. And if you are one of those people, I actually legit do sincerely apologize, because it was actually a traumatic event. It's like the idea of, hey, you're making fun of the Titanic is like making fun of 9/11, which I would do if nobody says anything about it. But you get my drift.
Yeah.
But I guess if you really want to leave it there, you got anything else before we leave? You want to say?
Hold on, I want to at least find one other thing.
All right, so you want to do one more? Okay, I got you. We'll do one more and then we'll end it. Yeah, you guys are getting lucky out there. If you guys listen to this, I really hope you guys in the future or soon listen to this, because we do try to put a lot of dedication into the Salty Barrel, and you know, if anybody honestly dislikes it, that's why we call it the Salty Barrel. You guys are salty, and we're the barrel, and we collect your salt. Yeah, World Star.
Okay, I'm gonna read this one.
Okay, thank God. All right, go ahead.
Edith Corse Evans was a first-class passenger on RMS Titanic. I almost said Titan.
Please don't go
I
back.
keep getting them mixed up.
No, not the Titanic again. All right, fine.
Passenger on RMS Titanic, who was returning to New York City following a trip to Europe to visit her cousins in Paris, France. She traveled alongside a group of sisters, Miss John Brown, Miss blah blah blah.
God damn it. At least make this last one interesting.
R.C. Colonel, who became acquainted.
R.C. Colonel? That sounds like a rapper name. Yo, it's your boy R.C. Colonel.
Acquainted with Colonial Archibald.
You want me to read this myself? All right, please let me. All right, I'm gonna try to take over, guys. Where'd you leave off? Aqaba Gracie. When the Titanic struck when the Titanic struck an iceberg, men aboard the ship attempted to reassure the ladies that the vessel was unsinkable. Bullshit. We know it's not unsinkable. However, what the fuck? Who's Eve? Told the colonial. Okay, wait. Now I know it's wrong. I didn't realize colonial was a name. I thought okay. We'll just call him Colin. Colin Gracie, that's a fortune teller, has once warned her to beware of the water, and she was convinced that there was truth behind prophecy. Despite the warning varies, account states Eve.
We're getting tired, folks.
Your phone's dying, that's what it is. Eve gave up her seat in a lifeboat for one of the sisters she was traveling with, as her friend had children waiting for her at home. She was one of the 4 first-class female passengers to die in the disaster. Okay. That's it. More facts. No, I'm joking. So, strange. So, this woman... By the way, I'm not talking about the woman who's on the vessel. I'm talking about the woman who warned about beware of the water. Now, it doesn't say when or how it happened, but let's just say the woman was stupid. And basically, it was plus they said it was a fortune teller, so I guess that could be a coincidence. Do you believe in fortune tellers?
Wait, so a fortune teller said beware of the water?
Yes.
To someone that was going to go on the Titanic?
Yes. But she saw it as a message, and she thought it was a prophecy. So she thought going behind the water would grant her some type of reward, which it obviously didn't. The only reward was death.
I mean, she said beware, not be happy of the water.
Be happy? Imagine if like those 2 words were switched out with McDonald's instead of like be happy at McDonald's. It's like no, beware of McDonald's and be happy of the water. Oh my god, this is so stupid. So I guess that's her final story.
Imagine a psychic tells you or your daughter, beware of a really bulky, muscular dude with a pickaxe coming after you, trying to kill you, and you're just like, oh, that sounds like great news.
Why pickaxe suddenly? Well, it might be great news, because what if this pickaxe man is secretly related to their father, but then it turns out, no, it's just another man with a pickaxe, and then you get murdered. So, maybe there was some connection to why she was thinking it was a prophecy. Maybe she read she read the book from before the Titanic happened. She was reading the Titan, or whatever the book was called.
Yeah, but the Titan predicted the event.
Yes, but if the Titan predicted the event, she probably read the book, The Titan, and then 16 years later, it happens, and she remembers what that book said, and for some reason, she was thinking she might be the hero in that book for fame.
So she cheated.
Yeah, she cheated.
So she's not really a psychic. She cheated by getting her wisdom from another psychic.
No.
An accidental psychic.
No, what I meant was, the person who died on the ship probably saw the book, and that's why she decided to go for it, because she heard beware of the water. And she probably thought, oh, the story. I might be one of the main survivors, and I will get money and riches out of this. She probably knew what was going to happen. Hell, maybe she told one of the other passengers who actually, survived the Titanic. That's why she got to the lifeboat. It's all connecting. It's one big conspiracy. So one woman predicted...
Kanye.
One woman predicted the water, let the other woman go on. then told the other woman, which now the other woman probably knew and was being a lot more cautious, went straight to the lifeboat. She got off, made a film. That film inspired James Cameron, and then Leonardo DiCaprio came out.
Why do we keep bringing him up?
And then Leonardo DiCaprio got inspired by me. I don't know why, because I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was Johnny Depp at one point.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, you know what I meant. And then now I love Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio because they're both on boats. But now since I know, I randomly made a prediction that in 2025 or 24, they were going to make a Netflix adaptation of the Titanic. Now, if this all goes together, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I am a genius.
No, you're just the discount Alex Jones.
At least I'm not turning the frogs gay.
Well, neither is he, but he predicted it.
Yeah. Please, if this does happen, I'm going to be one of those YouTubers. You have to hit the like button. You have to subscribe. You gotta like me for my future predicament. I'm gonna predict one of you viewers might have a girlfriend. For some reason.
Your future predicament? What? So you're gonna be on the next Titanic?
No. Yeah, it's gonna be on an airplane though. It's gonna be with me at the Titanic, but I'm gonna be like the movie Plane, where I'm on a plane and a bunch of terrorists take it down. But I probably die and won't be a hero.
We have to write a book about a plane crash on an island, and then it has to... Actually, I heard a weird coincidence about something like that.
Oh my god damn it.
But I have to find it. God damn it, we're running out of time.
We really don't have time.
Maybe we should make a part 2.
If anybody would honestly like a part 2, please let us know. We don't really get a lot of comments, but we actually really have fun with this stupid stuff. So hopefully, coincidentally, you guys come back. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Please like and subscribe to the Salty Barrel Podcast. Also subscribe to
Peachman. Check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/therealpeachman31. That's not what the channel's called, but that's like the link. So maybe I'll put it in the description later. I hope you guys check it out.
Yeah, have a wonderful day, whatever. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right, goodbye, everybody. Hope to see you next time. Podcast out.